The border between South Africa and Zimbabwe. A place of immense natural beauty, but also a place of immense lawlessness. The border stretches for 225 kilometers along the Limpopo River. It is a challenging stretch of wilderness to police, but the declining socio-economic conditions in Zimbabwe, combined with corruption and mismanagement in South Africa, has made the task of securing this border almost impossible. Driving along the border fence, which has not been properly maintained for years, the scores of illegal entry points and well-trodden paths tell a story. The story of the people who had crossed the South African border illegally. Some in search of a better life, some while smuggling contraband and participating in other criminal activities.
The South African government recently spent millions to upgrade the border fence between the two countries. Now, this is what's left of the original border fence between South Africa and Zimbabwe. But fences are useless if no one bothers to keep the gates closed.
The new fence, often described as a washing line by its critics, is already in tatters, and it is hard to imagine what exactly the 40 million rand was spent on. The South African government's apparent disinterest in securing this border has led to an increase in smuggling and illegal immigration. The Beitbridge border post in the Limpopo province of South Africa has also become synonymous with corruption, crime, and general dysfunction. This often leads to a backlog of vehicles wanting to cross the borders, choking one of the busiest trade routes in southern Africa. The backlogs also leave truck drivers and their cargo vulnerable to violent crime.
It clearly creates a magnet for folks from Zimbabwe to come and sell their wares, because when you have 12 kilometers of road full of trucks, it's a market, right? So people then cross over, using whichever means to come here and sell to the truckers. So I suppose that in one sense you might say is positive, but it needs to be controlled. But the biggest challenge is the security situation that comes with that, because then you have so many people that you cannot actually account for, and there is just people in the bushes, and so when the road is blocked, staff have to use alternative routes to go back to home or to come to work, and those alternative routes mean you get into the bushes. You use gravel roads in the bushes, and it's not safe, and so as a result, the whole situation then becomes very ungovernable. At some point, it becomes impossible to manage.